You are sounding crisp. You are looking fabulous. How does it feel to have some semi-professional audio equipment?
Well, something in this outfit has to be semi-professional because it's not us.
Kevin, I've got a semi just looking at you in this camera. Hello and welcome to the Steve Kalis Show. I'm Steve Kalis and I am once again joined by Kevin Paul Danan Harris. Kevin, how are you?
I'm sounding fantastic.
Kevin, I've got a very important question for you.
Oh, go on then.
You wake up tomorrow and you turn on the news, which is unwise on any given day, but you turn the news on anyway, and you see, to your horror, that the apocalypse has come whilst you're asleep. Zombies roam the street. Nuclear warheads have gone off and decimated enormous parts of the globe. There's madness on the roads of London. What do you do?
We're fucked.
Excellent.
We have a screaming infant that doesn't listen to anything she's told. So there's, we're going to be found wherever we go. I'm fat and not particularly athletic anymore, like literally just wheeze. I ain't out running a bloater, let alone anything else. We have a teen who can't survive without internet.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, my older children live the other side of town, so I'd have to go and get them as well. So that's more mouths to feed.
So it's looking good so far.
I don't know if you recall, but there was a brief time at the beginning of the pandemic where, people weren't sure what was going on or anything. And you couldn't buy toilet roll, for fuck's sake, or bread. And literally people lost their minds for a good month when it involved, shopping, which was shown 2 months later when we were all, 2 weeks later when everyone was allowed back in the shops. And the recycling centres were posting pictures of the recycled food. The mountain was higher than the actual waste because no one ate a thing. Not a thing. I'm less worried about myself, because every movie, every series has established that whatever the virus or the is, that's not the problem. We are the problem because we're stupid.
Yes, I thought so. So would you try and hunker down in Yeovil and fortify? Or would you try and... I've always thought maybe I'd try and head for the shore. You know what I mean? Try and commandeer a boat like a pirate.
But then you've got limitations being at sea, haven't you?
Who'd you eat in your household community as we speak?
Who's going to get eaten first? Me. I could feed the entire family twice over. I got no chance. We're not going to eat the infant, are we?
Yeah, that's true. So would you be happy to offer yourself up as a sort of celebratory meal for getting out of sleep?
I'd mill all my kids and throw them out the door.
Yeah. Oh, so that my plan
they're
was
all young, they're athletic, they can run. I can't anymore, so no.
It does look like hard work, doesn't it, surviving the apocalypse?
Well, I think that's why they called it the apocalypse.
I often wonder if we made the most of that time, because when I first started, I thought, oh, do you know what? I'm going to learn a language. I'm going to better myself in every conceivable way. But I just ended up getting much fatter and more unhappy than I was previous.
Well, I did have some plans, obviously, when I started working for Wessex Water, but then I had the issue that Carlisle was pregnant and we hadn't moved in together yet.
Are you telling me that Harper was conceived out of wedlock? Because that seems unchristian of you.
Yes, so does everything I do every day.
I began an ill-advised YouTube channel called Kalis Movie Reviews, which at the time...
yeah. Have you seen my website? Still the greatest advertising.
The marketing for it was infinitely better than the actual content itself, because I didn't quite understand. Not like now. I don't I don't know if you saw some of the videos we've put out last couple of days, but they've been really good quality. And at that time, I didn't understand audience retention. I didn't understand the equipment. So the videos are awful and very embarrassing in places. But I've lost the password to get into the YouTube channel, so they're there for the rest of our lives, unfortunately. But that's how I spent that time.
Establish early was that Misha is a long suffering wife.
She is. Yes. Oh, yeah, and we talk about that often. How, especially for Valentine's Day, we were sort of reflect. Both of us forgot for the most part it was Valentine's Day, and by both of us I mean me.
You.
And but we were reflecting on just how patient and tolerant you have to be to abide with me on a full-time basis. It takes a lot of work. I appreciate it.
I mean, who did you tell off for mentioning Valentine's Day?
Yeah, you dropped me in it with that.
How did I drop you in it? You read it out loud.
Yeah, but
Like,
I didn't.
that's the first thing right there.
So
Don't read it out loud.
So the listener will be on my side with this, Kevin. I'm sure of it.
Go on, yeah. Share away.
You messaged me. I messaged you saying, "Hey Kevin," something along the lines of, "Hey Kevin, when are we going to record this week?" And you said, maybe Thursday or whatever, because neither of us will be recording tomorrow." And I said, I said out loud to Misha, I said out loud to my fiance, "What does it mean? Why will neither of us be recording tomorrow?" And she goes, "Because it's Valentine's Day." And I had to say, "Well, of course it's Valentine's Day." If I forced you to have a dinner party, and at that dinner party you had to invite 4 unpleasant people, not serial killers, not evil, but 4 unpleasant people that you would not like to have dinner with. It's a dinner. Everyone around the table, you'd go, "Oh, for fuck's sake, what are they doing here?" So what should we call it? A dark dinner. Let's call it a dark dinner. Who would be the 4 people who annoy you most in the world that you definitely would not want at the dinner, but I'm forcing to be there?
Fucking stretch, isn't it? Well, Boris Johnson, hate him. Absolutely despise him.
You really sort of dug into who was the magician we were slagging off last week?
Paul Daniels. No, see, I didn't hate him. He was weird, but I didn't hate him.
Right, good.
Oh Jesus, this is the sort of thing you need to tell me about beforehand. So I
can it's much better.
Tomorrow I'll be like, I know, I've got someone.
It's much better to spring it on you. What about TV personalities? I love Jeremy Clarkson, but
Richard Madeley's a prick.
Richard Madeley, yeah, that's a good one. So who have we got so far? So it's you, Boris Johnson, Richard Madeley.
I suppose their best balance is out with some female attendees, really, and that I despise. I despise Liz Truss. She's a prick.
Oh yeah, she's going. It's a very highbrow table at the moment. Lots of borderline unbearable political discourse will be happening.
That's what's causing me the unbearable discourse in my life. Those people.
Sure.
One more woman then.
What about Katie Price? We've got anyone from any of those reality shows? Only Way is Essex? Or
she's a pretty good one. And the fact that she refers to herself in the third person as the Pricey automatically makes her a prick.
So to sum up, Kev, so around your dark dinner table, we've got Katie Price, we've got Boris Johnson, we've got Liz Truss, and Richard Madeley.
I mean, that'll do it.
That sounds fucking unbearable, doesn't it? Kevin, would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
10 minutes.
Explain thyself.
Well, at 6:50 when I buy my lottery ticket, or 6:51 or whatever it is, I'll be just fine at 7 o'clock when it comes in.
I see your reasoning. I'm
not going to be around in bloody 50 years. I'm certainly not going to be around in 150. So screw the human race.
I hear you. Part of me would be tempted to do the 150 because you can see where things are headed. Maybe you can see, stock options. Maybe you can see, you know what I mean? I'd see that sort of thing. But that's too far, isn't it? I think that's too far. I'm with you. I would go with 10 minutes into the future as well.
Okay, well, I got one for you then.
Hit me.
Would you rather smell like cheese, which has been left in the sun, or a hamster cage which hasn't been cleaned for a month, and why?
Oh, that's an excellent question, Kevin, and I appreciate you asking me that. My answer is I would now and always rather smell like cheese because even old, gone off warm cheese, because there is still a chance that someone somewhere, mostly me, would find that attractive and appealing.
I've got another one for you. Would you rather have 100 duck-sized elephants or 1 elephant-sized duck?
100. Would I rather have in my house 100 duck-sized elephants, or 100 or one elephant-sized duck? Oh, fucking hell! In this, it depends, man. Can I train this duck to bear me on its back? You know what I mean?
I'm sure you could, but the first time it quacks at you in your face, you're gonna be fucking deaf forever.
If I could train one and ride it, towards my enemies, that would be cool. And how inconvenient! I mean, you could sell.
I'm pretty sure you could ride it on its back while it flies. That would be pretty.
Oh my god! I forgot ducks fly. That sounds good. Yes, no, that's the answer. Yeah.
That changes everything. That's exactly where I go. I like the idea of having a little army of baby elephants because everything small is cute, but having my own Daenerys fantasy flying on the back of a duck.
It's slightly less majestic than a scaled dragon, though, isn't it?
I'm slightly less majestic than fucking Daenerys. My breast might be the same size as hers, but that's about all we've got going for each other. Really.
That's true. So, but then, if you were to get on the duck to fly, you wouldn't be able to go anywhere other than, south for the winter. You'd just be barreling south for the entire journey. You wouldn't be able to,
But we don't know that that's not the way forward.
Oh, I see. Yeah, maybe there's glory and riches that way.
We've never tried it.
Yeah, that's true.
In the winter, warm climes.
The other benefit of the 100 duck-sized elephants is that they've never existed in human history before. You're selling those, and you're becoming a very wealthy man.
Yes, I'm assuming if you can breed them, there is that. But then, who, someone's going to have to buy my giant duck, aren't they?
Well, I'm not going to. When the episode starts, when you listen to the episode tomorrow, I'm just going to have that as the intro. Someone's going to have to buy my giant duck.
Yeah, but why wouldn't they?
No one's going to buy your giant duck. No. So you're burdened with it, and you have to feed it.
Everyone is a prostitute. It's just how much money you're willing to sell yourself or whatever for, isn't it?
So, was that Gandhi? Did Gandhi say that?
No, I think that's Kevin Harris. But okay.
I'm with you, Kevin. But I think, imagine how inconvenient an elephant-sized duck will be to feed when it shits. That horror would be like a massive tin of paint exploding.
Take it down 9 Springs for the day and leave it there and let everyone feed its seed, then call it back home.
Yeah, but I'm worried about.
Do you want to hear my duck call?
I do, yeah.
Right, ready? Come here, duck. Dad joke 101.
So over the last week, Kevin, I'm going to keep. I will repeat this on each episode because it's worth tracking it as a target, and people can help us. At time of record, we have 20 5-star reviews on Spotify, which is great, and we have 110 followers on Spotify, which is also very, very good. Okay, so if you're listening to this and you want to help us, either leave a 5-star review, reach out on social media, or or follow us on Spotify. We want to get onto the Spotify charts. I'm not too worried about all the other services. Spotify is the one for me. So if you're listening to this and you've enjoyed yourself and you want to help us, then first of all, reach out and ask us questions. If there's anything you want to know about Kevin or myself, then please get in contact. But help us to climb those Spotify charts.
Yeah, questions would be good, because when we're left to questions, they just get odd.
Well, Kevin, it's been a pleasure as always to talk to you. We've got some big stuff coming up for the Steve Kayla Show podcast.
Super duper secret stuff. Well
And
done.
I will, yeah, that's it. And I will announce it it should be confirmed by Monday, and I'll announce it on the next episode. But until then, lovely listener, it's goodbye from me.
And from me.